I'm going to start this vlog with a small update to my 911. Later, I meet up with one of my buddies as we cruise on out to Walnut for Cars and Chronos. So let's get started. On the last episode, I took my M5 on a cruise, but on this episode, I'm taking my 911. But before we get into that, I want to talk about some updates I made, and let me go ahead and turn around my camera and I'll go over those items. My 911 is all clean. The first update I did to my car is right on the side. I initially had the black Ferrari 4 along the side here. It was so dark that I couldn't even see it. So I had to reorder another one, but this time I chose white. And then I also added some red accents on the bottom. I'll go ahead and drop a few slides to see more details. The other update I did was when I replaced the rotors, I had the gold accents on the hat of the rotors and then also on the dust covers. So if you notice, I cleaned it up. I wanted to just test it out on that vlog how it looked like, and it wasn't something that I liked. So good thing about it is I was able to just peel it off and now everything's back to normal. Now that we're all set, I'm gonna hop into my 911 and head on out to the event. I just opened up my garage and we have a slight problem. Looks like it rained maybe last night or this morning and the roads are a little bit wet. The problem is I have cup 2s, so I'm gonna drive it for a few miles and see how my car does on the wet roads. Hopefully it's okay and I can make it to the event. Road conditions aren't that bad, but you can still see on my windshield it's sprinkling. Hopefully the rain doesn't start pouring, but for right now I think I can make it to the event as long as it doesn't start pouring. The last time my buddy's car was on the channel was on episode 110, and as you can see, he's gone through quite a few upgrades. We just met up with Surf here in Walnut. We're gonna jump in our cars and start heading towards the event in Hing. Got the Soul exhaust on this GT3. I just arrived a few minutes ago and parked, so I'll try to get as much cars as I can. I thought I came a little late, but you can see in the back there's a lot more cars rolling in. It's about 30 minutes past the check-in time, and there's still cars rolling in. There's a lot of cars that weren't able to make it into the venue, so we're gonna head to the overflow parking.
This car gets so much hate.
From the GT4?
Yeah, from the I like it,
I know.
but it gets.
So let's go check out the cars in the overflow parking lot. Last time I was here was about a year and a half ago, and the lot right behind me was full of cars. So there's only 2 cars that are right behind me that I got footage of. So let's go check out the ones on the street.
These sound nice.
Got some bags. E92. Circled back to see this car.
That guy's.
garage is open up right now. It's my first time being in this garage. I've seen it before, but I've never been inside. So let's go ahead and take a tour. Pretty much done here at the event. I'm gonna head out now. I got a couple stops on the way home, but when I get home we'll do a recap of today's event and talk a little bit more about what's coming up next. Today I was actually trying to make it to two events. One was probably about 25 minutes away, but because we were closed in pretty much for the whole event, we weren't able to make it. But despite being a lot of events this weekend, the one in Hing was a pretty good turnout. I saw a lot of familiar faces there, as well as new cars, so I'm glad that I attended this one. There were so many cars there that caught my eye, but I think the one that really stood out was the black AMG GT. I know there was a GTR Pro that was right next to it, but the black one really caught my eye. So I probably picked that as my favorite for today's event. On the next episode, I'll talk about a few things that I got for my 911. Today, after the event, I actually picked up a few of those things. So I'll talk a little bit more about that on the next vlog. So that's gonna do it for this episode. Thanks for joining. and we'll see you on the next one. Wow.